Hi guys, and welcome to our whip review video. Hi guys, I'm Top Table Steve and I am joined again by Mr. Tommy Sewell. Welcome.
Hello.
It's gone quick. It's gone quick.
It has gone real quick.
It has gone real quick. The last 2 weeks have flew by, and we've had lots of new whip picks sent in.
It's been crazy popular, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been really good.
And there's been a couple of late entries as well that we've just allowed in.
We allowed.
Because we're nice.
We allowed it.
Yeah, we allowed it. How dare we stoop so low from our lofty heights?
But I only said to you earlier, it's been a very pleasant surprise how on board with this people have got.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's. I think it's the spirit of it. The spirit isn't to be all snooty about painting, but I think it's more about getting involved with each other at all levels and helping people along, and then at the end giving a little bit of a reward. For excellence.
Yeah.
You know.
But the reward is, for me, it's the people, because we've got new people who have come in, I think, who knew you previously. And then we've got people who were already on the group who weren't aware of you and now are. And if you've Googled Tommy, you'll see a lot of Tommy's amazing work. Amazing work. So no, it's just been great that we're bringing more people together, and that's kind of what we try and do on Top Table anyway. It's been really good.
I just want to spread the love for painting, for the sake of painting, instead of the love for painting for the sake of glory or trophies or being better than somebody or anything like that. I just want people to enjoy the hobby because that's what I get out of it. You know, so I hear a lot of people will say things like, "Oh no, I don't paint because I'm not good at it." That's got nothing to do with anything. Because it's a matter of opinion, and it's about are you fun at it? Are you having fun at doing it? You know, and that's the big thing.
If you enjoy it,
you know. And like I said in our first video, you can see passion without skill. You can see artistry without skill. And you can also see it the other way around. You can see skill and no art, no soul. You know, so it doesn't matter if you think you're not good. If somebody else can see your juice is flowing, then
I always think people. I find with my painting, because I can only go off my painting. I'm really sort of, mid to lower tier painter. I think like more of a gaming. Painter. But I always get like a real buzz when people do compliment a painting, because I am quite. Probably the word is a bit paranoid about it. I always think, oh, it's not good enough. So when you get compliments, it like gives you a boost, and you want to do more, and you want to better yourself, and it's just it's awesome.
So I looked at your ultramarines that you used in your battle report, and if you've not seen his battle report, it's further down in the videos.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Right, okay. But it's your first time painting 40k. It's your first time painting Space Marines. You know, and you've used a fast, fun, furious approach. But I've already genuinely said, I looked at one of your unit sergeants, and he looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I mean it. You know. So how long did it take to do?
Not long.
So like 20 minutes maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Because you just base coated and airbrushed him, didn't you?
Yeah.
But it shows that you cared about it. You weren't just slapping colours on for the sake of getting it on the table, although that might have been your objective. You actually put some thought into it, so I actually did notice you'd chosen where your highlights are going. I noticed that you'd chosen some fine scratches, and you'd chosen to shade those scratches. You'd chosen to put some texture in the hair, you know, so I had a good look.
Well, so you've surprised me. I didn't think you were looking that closely.
Well, this is a weird thing about being me, and I can't speak for any other top painters or judges, but I know at a glance, like literally at a glance, it's just all there spelled out for me. And man, it's good. So there you go. There's an example. So if you can get a look at his work up close and see the fact that I've just enthused over what he's done, then
there's going to be more textured hair now, am I?
But this is the other thing. I'm just as likely to not be bothered about somebody's work if it's better. Because it might lack something. It doesn't matter how technically good your blend is. I might not care. Because you you've maybe just gone for something technical.
Yeah.
You know, you can see the spirit kind of. It's
Passion,
like an
yeah.
airy fairy thing, but yeah, your passion does show through. It's like when you're feeling frantic, your handwriting goes frantic. If you're feeling all neat and orderly, your handwriting goes neat and orderly. And if you're feeling passionate, it'll come out
Yeah.
in your work.
Yeah.
It really will.
Yeah. No, I agree. I totally agree. And I think it's sort of on the same subject as what you're saying. And like you looked at my Space Marines and you put some things out and give some advice. On the thread, I noticed the other day people were giving each other advice.
That's what we want.
And that's just
Help.
been awesome. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
awesome. I mean, at one stage I typed out a reply to someone. I think I was going to say, "Oh, this is awesome, guys." And I thought, you know what? I'm not. I just want it to be. I want that to stay like natural and organic. I don't want to get involved in that. I'm quite happy with how that's just floating out, and I just left it. And it's been awesome.
I've enjoyed everyone tagging me as well on Instagram, and I've also been following the thread. I might have liked a couple of things here and there.
Yeah.
And I've deliberately tried to not get involved
Overly
as well.
involved.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just we could save it for now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. You can see the actual live reaction.
yeah.
Well, I think without further ado, should we get stuck into these whips?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's do it. Right, we'll dig out the first one. Okay, so first on the whip videos is a very, very good friend of mine, Mr. Thomas Macklin.
But we're not biased though.
We're not biased, but
No.
he is so lovely.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never met him.
You will. You
Oh,
will one day.
okay.
I'll make it happen. I'll
Alright.
make it happen. So he has painted Lamenter's Space Marine Sergeant.
Yeah, and I figured we'd choose this first because it was actually submitted right at the beginning, and we didn't speak about it because it was already partly painted.
Yeah.
So we've got a front shot and a back shot of it.
Yeah.
We have a look at the back shot as well.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this. It's because it's the Lamenter's Space Marines chapter,
Yeah.
and there's three things that are difficult about the Lamenters. First up, the yellow.
Yes.
Alright. Second up, you've got to be able to paint checkers.
Right.
Third up, you've got to be able to paint hearts.
Right.
So, triple whammy of difficultness there. And I don't know what kind of level Tom's at, but
Tom, he's probably like similar to me.
oh, okay.
To be honest, I think
Okay.
his painting's vastly improved in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
In
Has he
pictures that I've seen,
has he got an army already, these guys?
I'm not sure.
Because
I've never actually spoke to him about 40k. We're like Middle Earth, old school.
Alright, so if there's no army and he's never done anything like this before, then I respect it because it's ambitious.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to like the Lamenters to want to put yourself through painting yellow, painting checkers, and then painting a heart on top of all that.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see how that progresses as time goes on. So far, it's looking nice and neat.
It is looking well.
Um,
It is looking really well.
So yeah, it's all good. So
Cool.
thanks to Tom for that.
So that's Thomas's entry, and we'll take a look at the next one. Okay, so next up we have Kaya Williams. I hope I am pronouncing your first name correctly. If I am not, I sincerely apologise, and please correct me. He has painted a Silver Tower Acolyte.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
I like the models as well.
Yeah.
Normally Chaos isn't my bag, which I said in that first video. But I like it because it's lots of just large plain areas of skin.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy to do. Kind of like that samurai type guy.
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
So in fact, it's weirdly the same kind of colour scheme.
It is, yeah.
So this guy's got the same challenges that we spoke about in that last video. So if you want to know what those challenges are, go on to the last video.
Yeah.
And so far it looks nice and neat and lively. You
Yeah.
know, you look suitably fleshy. Like to see how the rest of the metal work goes and how the base turns out and what have you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it so far. It's all
Looks
good.
nice. Yeah, looks well. I struggle with flesh of this amount.
Why do you think?
Do you know what? I get to the point where I start off, everything's going fine, and then I think, I don't know, maybe it's, I start to not know where I should be highlighting. It's a
right,
weird
okay.
sort of mental block that I get. I'll get halfway through it and then I'm like, do I highlight this bit? Do I not highlight this bit? Is this bit raised? Is it not raised?
That's where artistic license comes in. You know, or if you could ask the question, you go, is this bit raised or is this bit raised? Well, why not both?
Yeah.
You know, so do both, and then
Yeah.
ask yourself, do I like it with both? You know, and if the answer's no, then remove one of them. Do I like it with that one removed? The answer's no, then swap it for the other one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's just painting. It's
Yeah.
not about getting it nailed or getting it right first time. It's about figuring it out. On my Facebook page, I have this thing called Golden Top Tips. I have a hashtag, and I've not updated it in a while. But one of them is one of my top tips. They're a little bit esoteric and out there, but one of my top tips is a tightrope walker that doesn't wobble, doesn't entertain.
That's true.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Bit boring
Because,
otherwise, isn't
well, yeah, and you think about all the balanced objects and all the balanced actions in our life. They're either dead objects or machines, and we ain't either.
Yeah.
You know, so we're going to be balancing. You know, there's no such thing as a balanced person or a balanced piece of art.
Not in this room, anyway.
No. So you know, you're going to make mistakes, and the best artists, they are making mistakes. They just know how to deal with them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Cool. So that's Kaya Williams' entry. Let's have a look what we've got next up.
Cool.
Okay, so next up we are looking at an entry which we also looked at in the beginning.
Yep.
Very briefly, and it's Gazballer's Aragon, the Am and Hen version.
When you say Gazballer's Aragon, it sounds like an orc character. So it's Gazballer, an Orc Sergeant.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But he's I keep going back to this, but I'll tell you with Gaz, and I've mentioned it on other videos and I mentioned it on live stream. His painting has really come on, and in the last, like a small period, in the last 2-3 weeks, his paintings come on leaps and bounds from what I've seen. And yeah, so your thoughts on this one?
Well, I told you to stop on this one because I think this one is a great example of where passion and thought, you know, Gaz is obviously invested a little, what should we say, he's invested thought around the theme, around the narrative with this, you know. So you've got all the dry leaves around Aragon's feet, you've got the fact he's leaping over some kind of ancient, it might be a rock or it might be a ruin. You can see he's blatantly fighting Uruk-hai. You know, so yeah, you know where he is and you know what he's doing, and while the painting can always get better, you know, blends can always be smoother, base coats can always be neater, blah blah blah. That's all I could really say about it. Do you know what I mean? And all the rest comes through in the piece itself. I don't need to ask any questions about it. I don't need to go, oh, why has he put a shield on the base? I know why he's put the shield on the base. It speaks for itself. Oh, why has he got these plants sticking out the side? Well, I know why. Why has he got dry leaves? Why is he on a rock? Why? All my questions about the theme and about the piece are all answered. You know. And if I was to ask, oh, why hasn't he painted it better? That's not his fault. That's for me. And it doesn't need to get better, though he might desire to get better.
He's created a little scenario there, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
It's not just entered a painting competition. All right, I'm going to paint that model. He's created something. It takes you there. It's awesome.
He's created the end of Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, I love it. It's
know?
great.
So all in all,
good
I
shot.
like it. Yeah,
Good shot.
It's got thought put into it. I like the fact that the boots look a little bit more
tarnished and worn.
Tarnished and worn. Whether that was deliberate or not, I don't know. But you know, he
own
actually
that.
has chose
Say
to
yes.
leave it. Own that. Say yeah. So yeah, and if I was to give some things to make it better, we will only be talking technically. So when we're talking technically, it's about making sure that all your highlights are consistent in the way they behave on the model. So if you look up the sleeve of Aragon's right arm, you'll find them highlights there. How do I put it? They're not as neat and as clean as they coulda, woulda, shoulda. They are also quite stark in the way they transition from the darker colours to the lighter colours. But that's not always a hard and fast rule. But in that case, where I look at the highlights, I'd have the hard jumping colour on the right hand side, the way we're looking at it, and then it's softened out to the left, and then hard, then soften out to the left, hard, soften out to the left. I don't know if you can see that from where we are, you know. But just things like that. But other than that, you know, It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good stuff. Right, let's move on. Okay, so the next entry is a mix of old and new. We've got the old Necromancer of Dol Guldur and the new Forge World Hobbit Wraiths from Dewey Evans.
Right. Okay. I've not seen those before.
Mhm.
No, I've definitely not seen them painted. So
Yeah.
cool. The Necromancer is Sauron, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before he gets all
Yeah.
all sore. in his
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah. Where he gets a sore eye, yeah.
Yeah. They look cool.
They do look cool.
They're actually quite sinister, especially him with that domey helmet. The one coming out now facing us.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's probably one of my favourites. I think they call him the Slayer of Men. That's obviously Games Workshop's name for him. But yeah, he looks awesome.
Oh, interesting.
I like the fact that they all tie in. I mean, you're only actually allowed, Dewey, to enter one model.
Yeah.
So
choose one.
choose one and let us know which one you want to enter.
Yeah.
But as a whole, they all look awesome.
Yeah, they do look awesome. One thing I'd have a look at is maybe neatening your base rims up and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are finished or painted or not, but I'd have a look at that. Now the next thing is I don't know if you get the feeling that all the metal work is overexposed, and that's because of the camera. So we're doing an online painting competition, and as a painting judge, I have to ask the question: am I looking at a well-presented image or a nicely painted model?
Yeah.
If I'm looking at a well-presented image and a well-crafted image, how much of that is due to the painting, and how much is it due to what the camera has compensated for?
Yeah.
So, for example, you'll rarely see a model look represented accurately in a photo.
Yeah.
It'll always either make the photograph will either make your model look worse or better. And I've got a sneaky feeling this will be one of them instances where the models are suffering because of the camera.
Yeah. If he's got a light behind the camera to light them, it could be like too bright.
It's the background. So you'll notice that if you put a white background behind those guys, they all of a sudden will appear darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because he's got that light sheen, yeah, that's playing with the image a little bit, because when you're doing things like light effects, so you've got this fire effect coming up from below them, well, that only looks best on a dark background.
Yeah.
But if your camera is compensating for that dark background and
Yeah.
lightening everything up,
Yeah.
including all the bits that you don't want lighting up, then
Yeah.
it's all going to suffer.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what's happening with this image. It's not allowing us to see the paint job as accurately as we could.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that adjusted.
Yeah, twisted. Okay, so Dewey, give us choose which model you're entering first and foremost, and give us a picture of it, maybe on a white background, or take your light a little bit further back.
Both and. So try a white background, try light a little bit further back, try a grey background, try getting a black background without any light sheen on it, try a few different ones, and you submit the one that gives us what you think is the most realistic and effective representation of your paint job.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll look forward to seeing that, Dewey.
Yeah.
Right, so Mr. Tim Garlick we have next
Yep.
with Tauriel, plastic Tauriel.
Plastic Tauriel. Yeah. Got lots of feedback for you. You need to add more contrast in everything. So all your shadows, make them darker and keep them nice and small and sharp, and your highlights, make them highlightier, make them lighter. Again, keep everything sharp. Now the main thing, which is what the first thing you said about the piece, was why have you done your log that colour? Because again, this is about focal point. What I keep wanting to look at is the log. My eye keeps pulling down to the log. Even if I look at her face, that it's like the log is just pushing me in the eye. It's like it's constantly there. So that log colour needs to change. The reason it needs to change is because all the colours on Tauriel are all quite warm. So that log sits on its own as being a very cold log.
Yeah. I'm wondering, is there a reason? I mean, I'm assuming he's going to paint, the log's going to end up being brown. I'm assuming.
Well, we'll find out.
I mean, I'm guessing.
Well, we'll hope it'll change now because we've just said what we've just said.
Yeah.
And if you are, Tim, by the way, following some kind of source material, ask yourself when you look at the source material. Let's say you've got a picture of Talia where the log actually is that colour, and even she might be look that colour as well. Ask yourself, is your eye drawn to the log? You know, and you've just kind of got to let yourself a few times, and finding the focal point of an image it is a little bit of a skill, and it does take practice to allow your eye, as opposed to just kind of keep wanting to look at something that's different.
Yeah. He might have a major surprise for us.
I hope so.
He's put some of his homemade mushrooms on the base, which is
very, very cool. Mushrooms.
Very, very cool. But no, I'm quite keen to see how this turns out because
same. I like the face as well.
Yeah, he's done well with the face. It's quite a difficult sculpt because it was one of the first plastics and they're quite bland.
Yeah, got it.
So I think he's already done quite a good job with that.
When it comes to certain plastics, especially early plastics, where it's not clear what's what, where does something end and where does something begin, you decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I look at the eyes now, what I do is I'd get a darker shadow under this eye, and if you can get a dark shadow under this, but you can't make it big, so she ends up with panda eyes. It's got to be nice and sharp, and you'll find that actually once those eyes are defined a little more, they'll start to pull away from that log. You know, you'll find that once it becomes
that little bit of detail just draws you in. Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool.
It's about contrast again.
Yeah, so I'll be keeping an eye on that, Tim. Let's have a look what else we got. Okay, next one is Reese Taylor. He's doing a Mirkwood Elf. I previously already told you I did not enjoy painting these when I painted mine.
No.
Really not, so I'm quite interested to see how it turns out.
Reese, you've only base coated brown, man. Hurry up. Yeah, pretty much. I want to see more from you, man. Yeah. And is that a big mould line down the left hand side there? It should really whiz that off. Because I know Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do know him.
He's a good painter.
Is he? Well, let's find out, because it's been a while since I've seen his painting.
He's got some nice Easterlings.
Oh, brilliant.
Really nice.
I love an Easterling.
Yeah, really nice. Cool, alright, let's see what else we got. Right, next up we have Scott Lawrenson.
Yeah, check that out. Didn't
cool.
expect anything like this. Yeah, well done, man. I hope you get it done in time, because you seem to be expressing some kind of time issues. But yeah, fantastic. It's really nice. Everything's nice and crisp, and when I was talking about Taria earlier on about sharper shadows and sharper highs, about that contrast, that's what this model has.
Yeah.
You know, and contrast is the king of miniature painting.
Yeah.
And that's also what makes non-metal metallics work,
Yeah.
or not work.
Yeah.
You know, so far this is looking really good.
It does look cool.
So you're gonna struggle a little bit with the non-mets on the face, because the face has got a lot of detail, and all the details are all small, so there's no large areas where you can really convey reflection. With an area like that, and that'll probably start. You'll probably have the same issue on the chest and maybe on its left leg as well. So you're gonna have to use interesting twinkles on your little sharp areas, the high points, as well as make sure that your darks are really clear and crisp.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to see how you get on with that.
But good so far.
Yeah, it's looking
I think it
excellent.
looks
I mean,
awesome,
I have a weird thing about the highlight along the toe of Space Marine.
Right.
Space Marine toes.
Yeah.
And the way real good painters can do that curve in lots of different colours and with lots of different hues in there. The Space Marine toe is weirdly for me a nice thing to paint. And I'm not sure if it's the picture or a reflection from elsewhere, but that toe looks like it's got a little bit of purple or brown in it.
Right.
I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it?
I can see a purple tint, I can't see a brown.
Yeah, up to the top.
Yeah.
You know, is it purple? Is it orange? I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
But there's a tint of something in there.
Yeah.
Is it a reflection of something in his room? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing, like you were saying before about cameras and lights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Right, okay, that's awesome. So we'll see what we've got next one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is second look at this model. We looked at it in the first video, and it's James Collard's.
Yeah.
You give him a little bit of advice.
Did, yeah.
He's took it on board.
He blatantly has.
Yeah,
And it's miles better.
I agree.
I wonder if James agrees.
I totally agree. I think that looks awesome.
What's this picture here? It's on the right. You see in the comments? Is that?
Let's have a look.
Alright, okay, yeah, I can see his face there.
Yeah. Do
Right,
you want to zoom on that one?
No, it's good. It's good as it is because I can see the quality of his painting in the large picture on the left, and then I can give it an example of something else in the picture on the right.
Yeah.
So in the picture on the right, where he is left arm forward and he's looking more at the camera,
Yeah.
the focal point of that picture is his face.
Yeah.
So if you nudge the screen left again, and again I don't know if you will agree or not. The focal point of that picture is his purple sleeve, not his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a new adjustment. So when we have it up on the screen, there it becomes apparent. So it's nice that you've taken that blue right down, and it looks so much.
It's richer, isn't it?
Rich and voluminous.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, it's made his trousers appear baggier and flowier, which is really good, and that's up in that contrast.
Yeah.
We'll see how all that changes as the shoes and the weapons and his weird belt sashy thing goes in.
Yeah.
That purple may need to change, but it depends. Is that what Games Workshop call the golden angle of the model?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. Is that image on the right there nearer to it? Yeah, but we'd still need to twist it round.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, isn't it?
It is a big thing.
When you're finding that angle, because that's going to be what we judge on. Is going to be the final picture.
Yeah.
So that's something to bear in mind for everyone.
Yeah.
Finding the angle that you take your picture at, that you send in, is it showcasing the thing that you want to be the focal point?
Yeah.
Or is it showcasing a part of the model that you think, I like what I've done there, so I want to show them that? You've got to think which is the one you want to send in.
Yeah.
And this is a prime example of that, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because it's the pose is going to be difficult to get that money shot.
Well, is there another picture in his thread?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, there is as well. Oh,
That's
in
his
the back. So I like the freehand, by the way, which is great. You've broken it up from the back in the purple with freehand, which is awesome.
Yeah.
What I'd say about that freehand is see if you can give it a dark outline in some little areas, and that'll just make that freehand pop a little bit more as well.
So we've got three. We've got sort of front, back, and side, and I think from what you're saying, you'd like to see somewhere between front and side would be a really nice angle to get.
Yeah, but it isn't his finished picture, is it?
No.
So
No. Could just be showing everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, everything could change when the rest of those colours go in.
Yeah.
So,
I really like James's painting anyway. I always find I'm attracted to James's painting.
Yeah.
So when he posts pictures up, I don't just flick through. I'll stop and I will take it in and have a look. And
well, I found the same thing. We seem to have spoken about it a lot for each video. So
yeah, so keep it up.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. Okay, so we have an entry from Steve Hayden.
Yeah, he's one of our latecomers.
Latecomer, yeah.
Good to have you on board.
Late to the party.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice model.
Yeah, Witch Elf. Are they called Witch Elf still?
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not really. They're not my forte, these, but I really like the way it looks.
Yeah, they're pretty snazzy, aren't they? It's gone for is it Dungeons and Dragons kind of colour scheme? Drow. Is that the term? Where the elves are, dark elves are purpley blue.
Purpley blue, yeah.
Yeah. This isn't the picture I think I saw earlier on. And this picture's a little bit grainy, unfortunately.
Yeah, because we've blown it up, haven't we?
So I was just looking at some of the shading that you've put in, because so far you've got the skin shaded and everything else just looks base coated.
Yeah.
And what I noticed was the skin's a little bit watermarky, so I don't know if you're able to smooth those things out, but those are the areas I'd start to look at. You know, and in the picture we're looking at, which is one where she's face on,
yeah,
is most apparent if you look at her left leg, the one that's connecting to the little stump. You can just see the crescent, the shadow just above a boot.
Yeah.
You know, and that really shouldn't be there. And that's an example of what's around the rest of the model. So it's just smoothing and crisping things like that up.
Yeah.
Smoothing them out and crisping them up right in the little valleys. So again, I'd like to see how it all turns out. I don't know if we've got another. Have we got another picture further down?
Let's have a look.
Sure, I've seen another one. Oh, there we are. There we are.
There we go.
On the side.
Ah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. It's the cheekbones need to be softened. So we have this leaf-shaped shadow, for example, and it's hard and it should soften out a lot more towards the bottom. But we've got to try not to make the cheekbones look too sharp and sunken at the same time. So softening things like that up is what's needed. Same with the shadow up her arm there. Just soften it out with a couple of glazes.
Yeah.
Because I know he's capable.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all really you need to do. And it doesn't. So you've got the shadow along there. It doesn't need glazing over completely. You could just glaze there and glaze there. And while you've got this circular end to this shadow, if you just glaze out that way, glaze out that way, you'll start to sharpen this up while softening the effect at the same time. So that overall, the skin, that should happen. Same with the collarbone. You know, you look at the collarbone, that the end of that highlight there, it's very circular on the end.
Yeah.
Really, you'd want it just to taper away.
Yeah, like feathering.
So, other than that, I'd like to see the boots get shiny. But we'll see what else he pops up with.
Cool.
With this.
Okay. So next up we have Angel De Silva. She just got in. She was a little bit late, but we let her in because she's what we call she's a shield maiden of Top Table. She's a patron. She's rocking the hoodies a lot. She loves it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's come to the Weekender. She's coming to the next one,
Brilliant.
and she's basically a legend around these parts.
Nice one.
So this model, I really like. I've never seen it before.
It is a nice sculpt, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got character.
Yeah. I don't know where it's from, but I like it. He's like sort of a World War II-esque resistance fighter or something like that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, thoughts?
It's got a nice shape to his face. A good painter. Because at the moment we can't see how good a painter you are necessarily, because obviously you've just got a lot of green and brown kind of base coated on there. If there is shade and highlight, which kind of looks like there would be around the trousers, again it's not clear because of the way the photograph has been taken.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been photographed from above, which will always give you a false impression on what your shadows are actually doing as far as the paint goes. So I want to see painted shadows, not actual shadows. Because actual shadows cover up your painting.
Yeah.
So whenever you're taking pictures of models live from the front, not from the top.
Yeah.
So the face and the hair look like a real good opportunity for realism and bringing out the personality of this fellow, whoever he is.
Yeah. There's a lot of soft details on it. Like I look at the knuckles and the straps on the bag. It's quite soft in the sculpt itself.
Yeah.
So I suppose the challenge there is to sharpen that up and make it look a little bit more crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that comes in your painting. And if you struggle with figuring out where, then just decide.
Make a decision.
Yeah. Make a decision.
But I'm looking forward to that one because I like the model.
Well, it's an interesting thing. I look at the feet. I don't know if those tabs on the feet are connected to the model. But when you cut off those tabs to attach it to a base, be careful that you don't destroy the tip of his shoe. Yeah.
It's quite a thick joint, isn't it? Attachment.
So other things that'd be nice to see on this is maybe some texture in his bag.
Yeah.
Like to see his parting brought out. Just out of jealousy. But again, is his bag made of leather? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see all the different textures.
Yeah.
If she's that kind of painter.
Yeah. She's a good painter.
Nice one.
Yeah, she's a good painter.
And if you're not a good painter, then here's an opportunity to learn something new.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because that's what I want people to do. Is step up, level up, just for the sake of your own abilities, not for the sake of winning prizes, trinkets, trophies, fortune, glory, whatever else.
Yeah.
You know, do this for the love of it, and that's that.
Cool. Right, okay, so that's Angel's entry. Keep an eye on that one. Looking forward to seeing where it goes.
In fact, you know what? Right, I'm going to say the way the light is played on the face of that model.
Yeah.
If you could shade it like that.
Exactly like that. Yeah.
That just
so use this picture as a
absolutely,
as a go-to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, there you go, Angel. Are you going to take that on board?
I mean, everybody should say something. I mean, that's the point of these videos, isn't it? So everyone can hear everyone else's advice, and will it apply to your model? Even though I've said it about somebody else's, I hope that's what people are doing.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm here for, is just to share the contents of my crazy brain.
Cool. Right, let's move on. Okay, so we have our Gillet fan.
Okay,
Christian Woodward, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
We picked this one out before.
I don't remember growing a beard.
But yeah, he's looks
nice,
cool, man.
Yeah, he's lots of character.
Yeah, I like
Looks
that.
like a curmudgeonly fellow. So what does this guy do? Does he beat people to death or zombies to death with that shovel?
I'm not too sure.
He's snazzy, isn't he? I like him.
Yeah, colours are nice.
Yeah, this is another example of passion.
Yes.
I think I can see it. You know, there's care been taken. This contrast, in other words, the dark to dark, the light to light, and both are quite sharp.
Yeah.
It's all in all, it's nice. It's nicely thought out. Some people might say his beard being shaded with bluier greys is not entirely a great idea. But is that my taste? I'm not sure. Is it an actual problem? Yeah. What you're saying is the same as what I'm saying. Would it look better, different, if his beard was shaded with a more neutral grey? It may or may not do. I'm not too sure. Or it might already be. Again, it might be the
Could be the lighting.
Could be the lighting. Etc.
This is going to sound weird, a fella saying it, but I like the pants. I like how aged the leather looks on his pants.
On this strap on
Yeah.
his right leg, yeah, absolutely. The question is are they painted? You know, they might not be, because there's looks like rips and things on that fully closed leg.
Yeah.
That haven't been brought out, so he might be persuading there to do less work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But we'll see, eh? We shall see.
Yeah, let's see. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good work,
I
Christian.
I like him, man.
Yeah.
I do like him.
Cool model. Okay, we'll move on. Right, so we've got, was this a Blood Bowl fella from John Hopwood?
Nurgle, big fat dude.
Mm.
We said it had lots of opportunity for weathering and things like that.
Yeah, it was like everything on one model, wasn't it? He's made a start.
Yeah, it's made a start. It's a very dark picture.
It is a very dark picture.
I'd like to see a better picture. What I mean by that is don't have the black background.
Yeah.
I'd like to see more from it. So it looks like it's been base coated and washed so far.
Yes.
So we'll have to see where he goes from there. Can he lighten up the areas where it's been washed without making things look too harsh? But again, that's putting my quality spins on it. As we've already picked out a few pieces that are actually, the painting can always be better in a quality way, but actually the passion shows through a lot.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't really matter, you know. So I'd like to see where he ends up with this.
Yeah.
But right now, it just looks at too basic a stage to talk about much more than that.
Yeah.
But so far, everything's going in the right direction.
Yeah. Get us some more pics, John.
Yeah, dude.
Cool. Okay, so we're looking at Joe Holzman's. Well, they're not entries. You will have to pick one, Joe. Unfortunately, I know it's a tough one because they're both nice models. Make sure you let us know which one you are entering into the comp. But do you wanna? You've actually posted this.
I have posted
Into
it
the
because
thread?
it wasn't. He tagged me on Instagram,
Mm.
which was very nice of him. And I remembered it, and in the thread I couldn't see his image, and I just thought, I don't want anyone to miss out.
Yeah.
So
Keep posting them on the thread. You can't post too many whips.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
keep posting
agree.
them. I like to see them.
So I figured I'd just add it to the thread on his behalf. So here we go, and we can see the full piece
Yeah.
of Azog versus Story on the full base. But he's got to pick one to go on.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to say which is my favourite, you know, but I'm gonna. Thorin is the one I like so far. I like the model more.
Yeah.
I reckon he's pretty cool, and I'm gonna give the same advice that I gave everyone else. You start pushing the contrasts more. However, it does look like things are just kind of at base coat stage for this.
Just getting some colours down at the minute.
Yeah, and just make sure that you're bringing them eyes out more, the shading around the eyes. You know, which should always be sharp. That's where a lot of people fall down. You know, if you can get this line between the cheekbone and the bottom eyelid nice and sharp, you know, and generally what they do is, it's weird with sculpting. They kind of sculpt eyebrows, so like it's actually the gap kind of makes where the eyebrow would be as opposed to the raised area.
Yeah.
And if you can get that gap in dark, you know, again, that model will really benefit from that. And also, I think Thorin's a pretty angry kind of fella most of the time.
Yeah.
And whether his forehead's got it, if you can paint on some angry eyes.
I think it has, because I've painted this and you can see it more there.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that.
Bring
It's a nice sculpt.
Bring that brow out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
So
I love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some advice for you, Joe.
You see an example of that on my Ragnar model. You'll see my Ragnar eyes.
Yes.
And all this is painted on.
Yeah.
You know.
It looks cool.
Thank
So
you.
check that out. Check that out. Right, so I think we'll move on from Joe and see where we're at next. Near the end now.
There's only one more,
There's
isn't
only one more to look at, yeah. Okay, so the final model we are going to look at is Filippo's Galadriel. We spoke about this last time. That is beautiful, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's top, innit?
Yeah.
It's top.
Obviously the guy's got skills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know, it's nice to see that the cloth has got texture in it, yet it's soft. You know, that's always wonderful to see. It's nice to see the fact that the hand has its details in, you know, the palm.
Yeah.
It's nice to see just everything cared for like that. And
Yeah.
it really is cared for. If you can just scroll down a bit, let's have a look at the base.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't make that your final image though, because whatever that model stood on, some of that looks utilitarian in your painting as opposed to display worthy. And I love the frosting of flowers. I
Yeah.
assume that's what they are. On the base, everything's just really nice. It's just nice to look at. It's as simple as that.
It's a
I
pretty
like
model.
it's a pretty picture as well.
It is.
You know,
it is.
so like I said before, you know, the
It
background
could, yeah, you're right.
seems
It
to
could be
well chosen.
Yeah, it could be a flat painting though.
Yeah, it's a pretty image.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember I said about the hair colour pulling our eyes? And I said, you know, when you're choosing a hair colour, something like this, you're actually taking a little bit of a risk. Again, with my experience and your experience, regardless of what level it might be at.
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to use you to verify what I say about it. Just scroll down again so we've got the full face in. Do you find your eyes are drawn to the hair first, but then bounce up to the face left and right?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
The way that works.
Yeah.
So you could say the hair is the focal point of the model, but it literally just leads you up.
Yeah.
It doesn't lead you down, it doesn't keep you down.
Yeah.
It pulls you up to a face you. So really, I could put the spin on it that actually brings a little bit of reverence to her, in that you end up looking up at her. Even though you might not be looking up at her,
Yeah.
she's still drawn.
I know what you mean, because when
I
I seen this,
down to her hair.
yeah, the first thing I looked at was the hair, and I don't know if it was because we spoke about the problems I had with the hair. I assume that was the reason why I was drawn to the hair. But yeah, and it's like you scan and then you hit the face and you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But it's nice
Yeah.
you agree with this left-right action.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do, you bounce up the hair going up, and whether that's intentional or not, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Because when I finally get to a face, I don't then pull back down to a hair. You know, what I tend to then do is I tend to have a look all around and then I bounce back up the hair to a face again.
Yeah.
So I end up just looking at the full model, and it's crisp, it's soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just well done, you know. And I didn't expect paint of this caliber across the board. You know, everyone looks like they're caring about this, and there's been some humility involved as well. So you know, Filippo sent me some comments on Instagram as well, and they were very nice, very flattering as well. And to know there's somebody who can do this that feels like that about me is also very humbling. So thank you.
Yeah. It's
But
very, very pretty.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But thank you to everyone,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
because
It's been great.
yeah,
It's been great. I don't want it to end now.
No,
I'm like, yeah, we're gonna keep it going.
yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know? I'd absolutely love more models to look at,
Yeah. Yeah.
without a doubt. So we'll see if we build it for next year, or maybe
Yeah.
even is there a weekender coming up?
Spoilers.
Yeah.
So
Have I ruined it there?
no, you're not ruined it. You're not ruined it. Let's just say, keep your ears and your eyes open.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
For any sentences that involve the words Tommy Sewell and Weekender 2.
right. Okay.
That's
Right.
what I'd
So
say.
I'll take that there is a weekend coming up.
Yeah, so we've got the Weekender in October. People do know the dates.
Okay.
There's a lot more coming out. Jay and Andy will be quaking in the boots now watching this, thinking that's because I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
Really?
I'm not giving spoilers away, but you know that's me. I may as
You
well.
blame it on me.
I may as well stay true to form.
What did I know? I didn't know a thing.
But yeah, just keep your ears and eyes open. It's very, very exciting. If you like this, you're gonna like the Weekender.
But I was going to say that if you want to get something like this going at the weekend, I'd definitely be involved.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said before, looking at images on a screen is different to looking at models
Yeah,
in the
totally
flesh.
agree. Totally agree.
You know, and I love it.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be a pleasure to do.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
And if your weekender is about celebrating the hobby without all the pomp of winners and losers,
Yeah.
you know, well, that's what this competition's about as well.
Yeah,
As
definitely.
much as it's more, me and you get to sit here, appreciate looking at everyone's skills regardless of the level, and then helping people on.
Yeah.
You know, and we have that small prize at the end, and it is a small prize,
Mm.
just to reward excellence or reward effort.
Yeah.
You know, it's as simple as that. And if we can get to do that in the flesh, and I can talk to people as well face to face, then I'm game for that.
Because
Absolutely game.
Tommy is a great guy to talk to as well. He's like, you know, time just goes like that.
Does it?
Because you just get caught up in it, don't you?
That's
You just get caught
that's
up in
true.
it. Yeah.
I mean, in fact, when I do the painting lessons, I do have a minimum amount of time set because time does fly.
Yeah.
You know, and
They say time flies when you're having fun.
it
There's
does.
no truer thing.
It
There's no truer thing.
literally, lessons do just go like that.
So we're not going to give any more spoilers,
No.
but keep your eyes and ears open. And I think that's it for what we're going to look at in this video.
Yeah.
I think we've
We have covered everything.
Yeah,
We didn't
we've
miss
covered
it.
quite a bit. So the next video is going to be your final entries. Check in the thread on the Facebook group and in the description below for the actual date, because I can't remember exactly what the date is.
And we're going to have a separate thread for final submissions.
Yes, so what I'll do, that's a good shout actually, and I'll pin it. So even though this post for whipped and everything is pinned, I'll pin a new post. So if you're watching this video and you've got an entry, make sure that your final entries go in the new post, which will be pinned, and I'll make an announcement on the Facebook group about that, so don't worry, you won't miss it. And also
9th of May
9th of May
is the next time.
is the cut-off. So we're gonna do a video with the final entries where we talk about the final entries.
Yeah, and we'll let everyone else talk about them as well.
We're gonna do a live, aren't we?
We'll do a live announcement.
We'll do
of
a
the winner.
live announcement of the winner, and everyone who's entered, if you're available, can come and you can chat to us live, and we'll just make it a cool thing.
I'm off for that.
Yeah, we'll just make it a cool
We're
thing.
going to do that on the 9th or after the 9th.
No, after the 9th.
After
So
the
the 9th is the cut-off, right?
9th is a cut off.
Yeah.
We'll do a video where we just talk about
Yeah,
everything.
just talk about.
See what we've got in. Do we mind if other latecomers turn up?
No,
I don't mind.
No, I
just
think
if people are getting involved,
yeah,
that's what we want.
It's top table. There's no like hardcore rules.
It's about growing the hobby,
Yeah,
not about
and
being
enjoy it.
snobby.
And you know what? On that subject, and we spoke about it briefly earlier. In the thread, people helping each other out. Keep that up, man. That's sort of made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah,
and it's just been great. But yeah, I think we'll call it there, Tom. And we will see each other again
on the 9th.
On the 9th.
Or just after the 9th.
Yeah, just after the 9th.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been great. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye from me.
See you later.
Cool, man.